morning children, myself Anil sir and we are here at the e-learning platform of St. Michael's Academy, Chhani Betia. So this is class 6th and subject is geography, lesson 3. So in the previous video, we have seen all about latitudes, the important latitudes and the heat zones on the basis of placing of latitudes like that. Today in this video, we will deal with longitudes. So let us come to know about that. Longitudes are imaginary semicircular lines that run from the North Pole to the South Pole on the surface of the globe. So first point, it is semicircular. It is not the circular line. It is semicircular or half circular, we can say. It's so, and it starts from North Pole and goes up to South Pole. So a line originating from North Pole and joining the South Pole in a vertical manner, that is called longitude. They are also called meridians. The word meridian means midday. The set of vertical, these are the set of vertical lines also known as meridians, and they cut latitudes at right angles. The word meridian means midday. On a rotating earth, each meridian faces the sun turn by turn. When a particular meridian or longitude faces the sun, then the time along the longitude is midday or 12 noon. All places located on a meridian receive the overhead rays of the sun at the same time. One of these meridians is designated as the starting point and is called prime meridian. It runs through Greenwich, England, and is also known as Greenwich meridian or 0 degree longitude. The longitudes can be defined as lines drawn at an angular distance of a place to the east or west of the prime meridian. There are 360 meridians. So let us come to see some important points. The first point is all about prime meridian. The first important point is all about prime meridian because this is the starting point. This is the starting point and it runs through Greenwich. Greenwich is a city, we can say, or a place, we can say, in England, and this line passes through that. Certainly it is the same line which starts from North Pole to South Pole. So the same line that starts from North Pole to South Pole, and in between it passes through Greenwich in England. It is called the prime meridian. It is also known as Greenwich meridian, and it is placed at 0 degree longitude. 0 degree longitude. And on the basis of that prime meridian or Greenwich meridian or 0 degree longitudes, the globe or earth can be divided into two halves also, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Earlier we had seen that 0 degree latitude, which is the other name of the equator. So we have two terms here, 0 degree latitude and 0 degree longitude. So 0 degree latitude stands for equator, which divides the earth into two halves, namely northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And 0 degree longitude is the other name of prime meridian running from North Pole to South Pole, and that meridian divides the earth into two parts or two halves, namely eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. We will see it further. So like latitudes, longitudes are also measured in degrees, minutes and seconds. The prime meridian divides the earth into two equal halves, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. The longitudes which lies to the east of prime meridian are marked with letter E, and those which lies to the west are marked with letter W. They run from 0 degree to 180 degree east and 0 degree to 1 180 degree west. So altogether there are 360 meridians. Altogether there are 360 meridians. This is the prime meridian, and this part will be there. This part, it will be all eastern hemisphere, and this part will be western hemisphere. So we can say that parallels of latitudes can be shown or displayed either with the sign N or S, that is north or south. So when we simply talk of north or south, it means it is certainly a line of latitudes, and when there is east or double west, W means west, marked there, we should know that it is a line of longitudes. Simply saying, if someone says that 25 degree, then 25 degrees nothing until and unless it is said that 25 degree east or 25 degree west or 25 degree north or 25 degree south. So like that. So we should know that the parallels of latitudes, they are marked as north or south, N or S, and meridians of longitudes, they are marked as E or W or east or west. Let us deal with some features of longitudes. The main features of longitudes can be summed up as follows. First point, unlike latitudes, longitudes are semicircles of equal length. So unlike latitudes, it means latitudes are not like what the longitudes are. So longitudes are semicircular lines. First thing, longitudes are of equal length. Second thing. Second point, there are 360 longitudes, 180 to the east of prime meridian and 180 to the west. So prime meridian is the term here, and that prime meridian is marked as 0 degree longitudes. So on the basis of that 0 degree longitude or prime meridian, then there are two halves of the earth, eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. So 180 lines lie there in the eastern hemisphere, and 180 lines of longitudes would lie there in the western hemisphere. So there are 360 longitudes. Two coinciding longitudes will make a great circle, like 30 degree east and 150 degree west will form a great circle. Next, the distance between two meridians doesn't remain constant. They are farthest apart from at the equator and converge at the poles. It means that the difference and difference in the terms of distance between two meridians is highest or farthest at the equator or near the equator, and again the distance between two meridians near the poles or at the poles, it is shortest. So in this way we can say that the distance between two meridians are not equal every time. International Date Line, IDL. Like all longitudes, it is an imaginary line. 180 degree and east and west is the same meridian and is simply called meridian of 180 degree. So we should know that in eastern hemisphere, when we go and talk about some say 70 degree east, then there is another longitudinal line of 70 degree east. In the same way, when we talk of 70 degree west, then it is another longitudinal line of 70 degree west. So east and west, these are the two marking positions there. But when we come at 180 degree, so it is neither east nor west, because there is only one line which can be termed and marked as east and west both. So there is a single line, one line is there, and it is the same line as 180 degree east, and again it is the same line, same meridian of 180 degree west. So at this particular line, no direction in the form of east or west is given, so it is simply written as 180 degree, and that one line of 180 degree which stands for both east and west, this is known as international date line. So IDL has no legal international status, and countries it passes through are free to choose and observe the date followed on either side of the IDL. This line is drawn in a zigzag manner and deviates at places on maps so that it doesn't cut through any islands or cause confusion of dates in one country. While traveling across the IDL, one has to adjust the date and time on a watch. It has been internationally accepted that a new calendar date begins on crossing this line. Crossing it from east to west, a traveler will add or gain a day, and on crossing the IDL from west to east, a traveler will subtract or losing the day. It is the generally accepted norms. So simply saying, we should know that IDL stands from International Date Line, first thing. Second point is that it is marked as 180 degree longitudes. It is neither east nor west, because this line of longitude or meridian line is only one line which stands for both east and west, and this particular line of meridian is the basis of international date line or IDL. So in this way we have seen something about longitudes, some important longitudes, which is the only one as such, that is 0 degree longitude, also known as prime meridian, and on the basis of that we have eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere, some other features of longitudes like that. In the next video we will deal with something more. So till then, thank you.